All right, let's see if y'all can hear me now. Yes, all right, let's see if y'all can hear me now. Yes, I got it, finally. All right, now I can lower this down. Turn that off. All right, good to go. And let's see, close again. Finally got sound. All right. Okay, good. All right, now y'all can hear me. Roger that. All right, cool. So on the last video, what I was saying was I started the fire drawing. Daniel Garcia is the first one to get in it, and I'm gonna give it 30 minutes for this fire drawing, which is time to start it now. The reason being because the wifey took off out of town on vacation, so the kids are pretty much home alone right now. Well, got our cousins and neighbors and everybody watching them pretty much, but I'm gonna give it about 30 minutes on the fire drawing. Now, obviously, if it keeps going, then cool. But yeah. I think you're right on that there, Curtis. I think you're right. Yep. What's up, Kruger? How you doing? Dave, Chris Schultz, John Dule, Daniel Garcia, Kruger Automotive, Curtis, Ghost, Chris. What's up, guys? How you doing? The key to papers. Yeah, I'm telling you, that would work. So I have had a hellacious week. And yes, it's only Tuesday, but I don't know if any of y'all deal with Synchrony Bank. Do any of y'all deal with Synchrony Bank as their credit card holders or whatever? Uh, Actually, I don't know if I know I said something, but that they pretty much closed 9 of my accounts, even though I was in great standing. Um, I've already had several of the cards over 5 years, and now they have basically stopped or closed those accounts because they said that it was what is it? What did it say? Decided to close my account. The reasons for our decision are listed below. Activity on the accounts with Synchrony being indicative of high risk or of failure to pay. Indicative of high risk of failure to pay. Yet I have perfect and actually I just saw one of my at that time I thought I was at 695. I saw my score. I'm at 759 for my credit score, which is pretty good. It's good. You know what I mean? Um, and John, do not not right now, boss, because I have to go through like 15 sheets of paper, and I'll be honest, I'm working on my counter to. And I'll give you an idea. So how that was all piled up. It's getting down, but I had to go through all of that to prove to the credit card company everything that I was saying. Remember how this was way up here? Well, now it's down low again, but now I've got to go through all the paperwork, and it's not going to be done here in 5 minutes, John. I'm sorry. I was trying to work on that today. That was actually my goal, was to work on your um, credit line for the shop. However, I spent about 6 hours on the phone today battling with Synchrony Bank because that's jacked up. They closed my accounts, and that really, really freaking sucks because I worked hard to keep them credit lines going and everything else. And now I was trying to pay it all off because I knew Christmas was coming and all of that. And I was about to go on a spending spree and buy, family and this and that. And now they have basically shut me down. And they're like, well, you can go reopen new accounts. I'm like, that is not the point. The point is, I already had accounts. I shouldn't have to go and get more accounts because y'all screwed me. Like, so I'm at the end, basically have come to this crossroad that if I apply and we have Synchrony Bank, I don't even want to deal business with them anymore because they closed it off. So, Yeah, no, my whole goal was to work on everybody's today. That was my goal. But when they were asking me for certain paperwork and this and that, well, it wasn't just them. My bank, um, about a month ago, back in October, I want to say I told you all this. I tried to withdraw 1,500 on my account, but what it did was it blocked me. It said that you know how like most ATMs, once you go over a certain amount, you're not allowed to pull more than that amount. So it kept saying that it I was already going over that limit, so I couldn't get it. I was like, how? I have not even touched my account. I looked in there and there was no activity. I had plenty of money in there. And I was like, well, I'm just going to have to wait till tomorrow when the bank opens and go talk to them. Well, the bank opened, I looked at my account and I'm negative 1,500. And I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. So made a call. I filed my, uh, actually, I wasn't negative 1,500 yet. I called them and told them about the situation that happened the night before, and it was in pending. But because it was in pending, they couldn't do nothing to it until it actually closed out of the account, like it actually withdrew. But because it was pending, it was still negative 1,500 in my account instead of having the availability of 1,500. So they were like, well, we need the transaction number, this, that, 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 that. So I literally spent all day going through paperwork, for looking for that one specific receipt where it said that I didn't get any money and at that time. So yeah, I didn't get to work on y'all's credit lines or anything like that today, guys. And I'm sorry. That's that's the best thing I can do for you. I tried, but it was. And here's the thing too. I've got video. I recorded a lot of that, but what I did was I chopped it up. So even if after I chopped out all the times where I was on hold, or they were checking, or this and that, like I still have 1 hour of footage where they're talking and I'm talking, they're talking and I'm talking, kind of deal. So that gives you an idea how long it actually was for me to actually to do all of that. It sucked, guys. I'm sorry, but yeah. Yeah, well, so what they did now, fast forward to last week, I get paperwork in the mail saying that they're going to withdraw that amount. What are you doing, Tiger? What are you doing? Tiger, what are you doing? Tiger, what are you doing? Hey, what are you doing? Tiger, hey, hey, what are you doing? Yeah, we caught you again. We caught you again. Uh huh. Uh huh. I think, yeah, I think you need to get off of there. Okay, so it looks like I'm gonna have to move those trays out of the way and stuff like that. So, uh, yeah, no, I'll work on it, guys. That, like I said, that was my goal today, but it didn't happen, and it also sucks too because I was supposed to call the AT&T to file a claim because my daughter broke her note or cracked the glass on her note. So I was trying to get on that, and so gonna need a spray bottle. Yep, I need to do something. Yeah, I'm be doing that. Oh man, pretty annoyed. I'm pretty annoyed today, guys. That really sucked. So um, let's see. She's working on the 2026 fashion hoodies. Yep, the hard life hoodies. You're already gonna get them. They're all gonna be tattered up and everything. They've already lived the hard life, and they haven't even gotten born yet. Yep. All right, hold on real quick. I think I'm out of my snap swivels that I need for the leaders that I'm gonna be making. I'm making the redfish rigs, and actually you can see them right here. Uh, while on the phone, I was making leaders at the same time because that's basically all I could do. Because this really doesn't take thought. Where if I would have been looking at the the math and stuff like that, I would have probably messed something up, so I didn't want to mess up y'all's deal. Give me a second. Let me run to the back and get some snap photos. I'll be right back. All right, let's see. She'll settle down in a year. See, I have a laser pointer too, but it only stays on for like 30 seconds now because I think I've already worn it out. I wonder if it has where I can replace the battery. It doesn't, but yeah. What's up, Yukon Bob? How you doing? Uh, People pay extra for torn clothes. That they do. That they do. I've actually seen where they intentionally rip people's pants and all of that stuff, and they sell like crazy. So, but yeah. So the bank last week took the money back, and then they sent me an email saying they took it back because they did give me the funds, and I'm like, how? Where's the video? Like, I want to see video proof. And they sent me a picture of the signature, and I was like, hold on, if there's a signature on there, that tells you it's um, the wrong day because the signature means I actually went to the bank itself and withdrew those funds in person, not for an ATM. So y'all used the wrong day. So I wonder. I don't think this is a rechargeable. Nope. We bought this from the dollar store. So yeah, it probably isn't. We might have to buy a rechargeable one or whatever. Or if y'all would like to donate one to, man, I'm sorry, guys, but I am up shit's creek so bad without a paddle because closing of 9 accounts, and then the bank owes me $1,500, and yeah, I'm kind of up shit's creek right now. However, on Saturday night, yes, it was Saturday night. So I left here and I went home. Well, I was not in a good mood because they pulled out that money. I spent the morning talking to the bank. They said they were going to get it to me that day, and so I got home pretty upset. Found out about the accounts that they were closing and all of that. So I get home and I open up Facebook and I do one swipe up and I see a story of a mom and her son. And her son's 13, and she says that she's terminal, but that they just moved down here and they're pretty much living out of a hotel until their housing is available and stuff like that. She's got her first job. She was looking for a second job, but that her vehicle had left them stranded there, and so at that moment, inside me, it said, "I wonder if that kid fishes." So I text on the Facebook post, and it says since been deleted, but we think the Facebook group deleted it off of there or something like that. And so I went over there and I met him, and I met her in person, and you know she teared up when I told her. I said I saw her Facebook post and I was there to give him a helping hand, and she almost couldn't talk, and so I immediately knew this was something serious. So I I said, well, I've got some money in my pocket. It ain't much, but I did one of the fishing rods that was donated. I think Daniel Garcia, if not Roger, or somebody that walked in left us a rod and reel combo. And then we also had some leaders there. And then I grabbed a bunch of leaders off the wall. I grabbed them 2 hoodies, 2 different sizes. I said, I don't know what y'all wear, but and she goes, we'll find a way. And I went over there. I also got fish bites. I got them weights. I spooled up the reel with hollow core braid as well. And I went over there and I said, well, if your son fishes, she goes, oh, he loves to fish. It's just we don't have a gear. I got you. So I walked out to the truck. I came back and she was still working, and she came back and I gave her the rod, and the girl, I guess the girls that worked there, you could hear them, oh, and I wanted to record, but at the same time, they had music going, they had this, they had that, so it was not a good time. They were busy, they were swamped, and I didn't want her getting in trouble either. So I just gave her the gear, pulled the money I had out of my wallet, gave it to her, and which pretty much left me broke. But at the same time, I knew I had to do something because it was moved on me to do so. So I did. I acted. Um, so that was, I guess, kind of my way to like calm my nerves and calm my jets, was by doing something like that. And but again, too, I told her, I said, um, if she can, her and her son, or her son, if they can comment here on the channel whenever they got a chance, to thank the channel. I said, because it's because of y'all that it gives me the ability to do things like this when it gets moved and stuff like that. So uh, hopefully it comes out. Either way, if it does or it doesn't, I know what I did, and I definitely, like I said, it was because it was moved upon me to move and act, and I just want to let y'all know the rod is gone. It's pulled up. I think we gave him, it was about 30 liters in total. There's a bunch of them that were just gifted to us, but a bunch of them I pulled out the double drop drum leaders, some redfish rigs, and I think I got him some pompano as well. And oh man, hold on, no, she is really getting after that. Uh huh. We caught you again. Uh huh. Yep. Just going after this. Just wanted nothing else. Sure. You lost your privileges there. Oh. All right. Back over here. So I'm on vacation starting this Saturday. I think the ban on me from bank has been lifted after 20 years, but if I need bail money, can I count on you guys? Curtis, you know, hearing your stories, a part of your stories, I don't think we have enough to bail you out if you get in trouble to where you need bail money. Let's see. John, I'll do the 20, but I know you're real close. If not, you've already gone over, so I'll do the 20, but I'm gonna hold off on any more because you've put a lot through. And I need to go through it so that way we can make sure we're on the same page and stuff like that. All right. Um, 20. So that puts us at 40. Tuck the strings inside the. Well, I think what it was, because that's the first time I've seen her do that at all, and it was because a lot of the other trays that I had there weren't stacked like that against her, but I moved them earlier because I got in a whole bunch of shrimp, so she was taking advantage of it and stuff like that. But yeah. Yeah, no, I'll go through yours as well, hurting. But like I said, I've got it on 3 different notepads, and they're in here, and I would have to go through and write everybody. It's actually a process. And last time, when I went so long without doing it, I want to do it like once a month, so that way it doesn't take me forever. But it does take me a while to do that, and if I'm going to do that, I'm definitely not going to be any use to us on the channel. So that's why we need to do that. Our store name is Hard Life's Bait and Tackle. We don't have a website up and running as of right now, but it is in the works, and that will be coming down the pipeline. Um, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now, boss. Um, John Darnell for 20. Roger that. Gotcha. And we got 11 more minutes, guys. 11 more minutes. This is going to be a hot and fast one tonight. More like a flash fire drawing, but we're doing it still for the $10. Um, Ghost. No, I did not. Hold on real quick. Let me go back up to funding. I got it now, Ghost. I got you for 20. That puts us at $80 right there. Let's see. Do. All right. I wonder if I have space. I don't think so. No, because Jeff did a whole bunch of surf weights this morning, so I know we don't got space over there. I was tempted to do Bobby the Barber tonight, but I know I've got a big order coming through. And that was the other thing I was trying to work on too, was we got the MXL Raptor that is going to be upgraded by Sharkotic. I need to also get that in. So, and just to be fair to everybody, yes, I did do the cutoff as of last week, but since I haven't done it, if you still are making purchases of our gear for each $50, submit the receipt so we can verify. And every $50 you spend buying Hard Life bait and tackle gear, whether it be from us, Tackle Town, Fishing Tackle Unlimited, 4-Day Outfitters. We also have some at Fisherman's Place. We also have the Bait Bucket as well, and Causeway Pier. You know, any of those shops that you know is our gear. Uh, take a picture of the receipt, send it to our email, teamhardlife1@gmail.com, and we'll enter your name to win that reel. So that will be coming up very soon, guys. As I said, there's a few things. I wanted to have that done the first week of December, but it's been a roller coaster over here. But we did do one blessing so far this month, so I'll be looking for more, and that one is coming. So, John, you're going to cancel that 20? Alrighty then. Give me a second. Let me finish doing this over here. Take that off. All right, John, I took that one off. Matt says Joy Seasons 35 Boca Bearings code for 35% off is. Wow, that's nice. Thank you for sharing that, Matt. That's cool. I know a lot of y'all do use Boca Bearings for your reels. Well, that's an awesome code right there. There you go. Let's see. Saves you $142. Golly. And if you saved $142, dude, I wonder how many Boca Bearings did you buy? Wow. Let's see. Yes, the email John posted up is teamhardlife1@gmail.com. That is the email needed to enter in for the Abbott Reel giveaway. We will be doing it, guys. It is coming. So you still have opportunity to get into it. Remember, it's every $50 of the Team Hard Life gear or Hard Life Bait and Tackle actual gear, you get an entry into the pot to give to win an MXL Raptor, which is going to get upgraded by Sharkotic. So I think that's pretty cool. But again, too, I was thinking too, for the amount that he's going to upgrade, if you want to go to say the LX Raptor or something like that, I don't know how much of an upgrade. I think he's going to do one size bigger. But for those of you that want the MXL, what we could probably do is use that upgrade to have it spooled up, so you'll have the rail with line already. Just food for thought. I was thinking about that because I know a lot of people don't like bigger reels, so I definitely want y'all to keep in mind that that could roll out that way. So I'll be talking to Sharkotic here pretty soon about it. He's been super busy. I've been super busy, but you know, when he says he's gonna do it, he does it. So, and same with me. I'm gonna rock this out, and we're gonna get her done. See, how do I feel about the new drone ban? Some of your customers probably feeling frustrated. Most are purist, I'm sure. So that has been a lot of discussion. I've gotten a lot of phone calls about that. But like I've been telling everybody, guys, there's only so much I can do. We need everybody that wants to be able to drone fish, and even if you don't drone fish, just still go out there and submit the emails. Um, I know we had done a post, and if I haven't done the post yet, remind me. But we've got the emails of all the senators from the area that represent our local area and stuff like that. So that way you can blow up their emails and their phones, letting y'all know that they need to get involved in this deal. So that way they don't keep taking our rights away for fishing the way we fish. Now, there's some things that obviously, like, I can understand about the rule. You know, obviously not going out there and spotting a fish and dropping a lure right in front of him. Like, that's totally unfair to the fish. However, when we're dropping shark bait, we're really not pinpointing, you know, where we're dropping it. We're just going out there and trying to use the drone to get our baits out. That's about it. So, let's see. Does that make much of a difference on the LX size reels? Um, no, it's just some people want smaller reels, and you know, me personally, I love casting the LXs. The MXLs feel a little small in my hand, so I'm on the opposite end. I like bigger reels. So, well, actually, Cody, it was a lot further than that. That rule was made a long time ago, a lot longer time than a few years. However, they didn't really look at it that it was going to cause this much problem, so they just kind of put it into place because it was already in place. So again, I think they just need to reevaluate it because right now, our subscribers are telling us that in North Carolina they're still using drones to go out and drop bait and or target fish that way and stuff like that. So uh, again, it is something that if we get enough people to go out there and voice their concerns, then yes, we have an opportunity to actually get something done about it. But if you expect uh, the rest of us to handle it, it's not going to be good. You know, we need the voice of 1,000 people up in arms about it rather than just 20 people. So, just a heads up there, guys. Let's see. Oh, Shield T9. You should look it up for anti-corrosion for your reel. Matt, if you could send me a link of that corrosion deal to our Team Hard Life email. That way, I can, when I get a chance, I can actually look into it. Because right now, like I said, I am so backed up on the amount of stuff I need to look into. Because right now, my main concerns are getting those accounts reopened. Which, after the phone calls I had today, dang it, I put it on the wrong three-way swivel right there. Or the What was I going to say? I went brain dead. I went brain dead right there, guys. So, William, another 20 for tonight's fire drawing. Roger that. What's the fine? They can take all of your gear, or if the fine is minimal, I'll just pay the fine. Matt, I don't know, honestly, but don't quote me, but I want to say I did see something where they were talking about it was a Class A misdemeanor. And I don't know how that all works, but I want to say if it's a Class A, then it's a lot more than just getting a ticket. But don't quote me, guys. Don't quote me. I want to say I read it somewhere, but I do not remember exactly where, so don't go on that. Doom Guy, I would not recommend either one of those. I don't like narrow reels, and the reason for that is because it eats up your line capacity. And if you're trying to target fish over 400 pounds, normally you're going to have bigger fish than that. And do you want to take a chance of getting spooled because you don't have enough line on the reel? So I do know it is a federal offense, though. But again, too, I'm not so into all the legal avenues of left and right that I'll be honest, I'm not. So I don't know exactly how that's all going to work out. But William put us back at 80 for tonight's fire drawing. And it's already 8 o'clock, so I'm going to give it about 10 more minutes, guys, um, to try to get us to at least 200 because we're right now at $80. Um, so I got 10 more minutes, guys. What's up, Caleb? How you doing? I like and followed on FB. Um, well, like and follow us here on YouTube because I'll be honest, on Facebook, I really don't post a lot like I do here on YouTube. On YouTube, I post a lot more, and I got a lot more information coming out. So definitely we need it here right there. So um, Kruger sent through Zell. Okay. The YouTube kicked on real quick. Um, Habit 130 or Tiagra 130. I don't like white version reels since they wobble pretty mean. If you're going to go that route, then I would say the Habit 130 because it's a T-Rex model, which puts out, um, they're over 200, 250 pounds of drag or something like that. Yeah. I've actually done it where the Tiagra 130 won't even pull in my surf weight. So, yeah. When it goes to sending out a bait and then you don't catch anything, you still got to pull in that deal. So, yeah. Matt Bank Sinker, yeah, I would have to agree with that. You know what I mean? So, will you have any blue crab this week? Actually, I was supposed to have blue crab this week, but because I got screwed over by my bank and by Synchrony Bank, like a lot of stuff got put on hold. Um, so that really put me in the buying right there. But hopefully, actually, let me see if they got it into my account because they were supposed to put it back in there and go from there. Nope, still haven't put it in yet. But I'll be honest, the only reason I'm in the positive, well, hold on. Oh, because they gave me the overdraft fees back, and then the funds that people have sent through Zelle have actually hit my account. So I'm in the positive, but it's nowhere near where I need to be, kind of deal. So, uh, JJ Lana. All right. We're at 50 there. So that puts us at 130. I'm going to go ahead and start setting up the Wheel of Doom. And so we can kick this one off. Yeah, I definitely, I'm looking forward to getting crab here pretty soon, real soon. Wheel of Doom right there. Sort that right there. And we have Daniel Garcia. Oh, excuse me. Got Daniel Garcia. We need John Darnell. It's there. And we have Ghost. Ghost. And then we got William Doty. All right, so I've been hearing in the bays over here, like along the Causeway Pier, the Flower Bluff turnaround, um, and the oil area. They've actually been catching keeper drums and stuff like that. So on shrimp and fish bites. Like I said, I wanted to go, but now I'm kind of stuck. And I got William Doty. Copy. And then JJ Lotta. See Chris Schultz with another 20. Paste. Copy. Dash 2. Dash 2. And one more. All right, let me delete all that off. All right, so with what we have, right at $200. All right, so Daniel Garcia, John Darnell, Ghost, Chris Schultz, William Doty. Oh no, William Doty is 2, not 5. Delete. Uh, and then JJ Lotta and Chris Schultz again. Yes. All right, that puts us at $170 right there, guys. We're at $170. Yes, I'm all right. Yep. Reds hit those? Yes, they do. Any fishing parts for uh, Goose Island is tearing up a lot of big drum. A lot of big drum over there. Daniel Garcia says 30. Gotcha. All right. Wartime sent 30 as well. Cool. Copy that. Put that here. Paste. All right, and JJ just bought for Gringo Fishing. Roger that. Got that too. And then, no, that was Daniel Garcia. Let's see, did I already put that in there? Oh, yes, he's already in there. And then we also have Wartime, so that's through Zelle. Got that. Holy smokes. Wow. Okay. The fire drawing just took a big jump. Give me just a second. Kyle Whitmire. Y'all gonna like this one. Stay tuned for this. Hold on. It just caught fire. Copy. And paste. 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 And paste. So that's 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Huh? No. Copy. I'm going to gap it a little bit. And paste. Return, return, and paste. Yes, that is 150 for Kyle Whitmire right there. Let's see, hold on. I'm writing it on the paper over here. Fire, 150. Got that. And then we got Jaime Sanchez. So I'm going to put him there. Jaime Sanchez. Got that. And then we also have Kruger for. He's got Kruger Automotive. I can spell it right. Mechanic Lady. And Wartime Fishing. All right. Okay. Kyle Whitman, Jaime Sanchez, 20. Making sure I got everybody. Yep, because Daniel Garcia was the first one. Good to go. Yeah, he was bombing the Wheel of Doom right there for sure. And then we also have Gringo Fishing by Ghost. He did 2. So let me copy that. Copy and paste. All right. So now we have. I gotta hit return right there. Welcome to Hooked Up Status, JJ Lada. All right, awesome. Okay, here we go, guys. I'm gonna kind of run it through over here. Mouse. Kyle Whitmire. You all saw where I did the 150, and then Ghost for 2 for Gringo Fishing. And then you see Chris Schultz just came in again. So let me do this. This mouse is annoying. Copy. Paste. Back 3. So now that puts us at $430. We're at $430. And y'all have one more minute, guys. One more minute. That gives right there. So there I go for my drone. Trying to get one. He didn't tell me anything. Where was that at, Sputnik? Awesome. We're at 430. We got 70 more dollars. We can do a second chance winner over here. So that'll be up to y'all. All right. Got about 10 more seconds. Skipjack Cindy in the house. What's up? How you doing? Let's see. John Darnell, sniper on the line. Let's see. John Darnell right there. Got that. Copy, go down. And paste. -2. All right, that puts us at $450, guys. So that expends it to another 2 minutes. We got 2 minutes on to the fire run. There's the Wheel of Doom right there. I don't know why it keeps vibrating. There it goes. Got it up. Yep. Let's see. We're now at $450. $450 for tonight's fire drawing. And y'all have right at about 1 more minute left. If we get to 500, we'll do the second chance winners, get them in there. And we still got to shuffle this. So we're at 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16. We're at 18. Yes, sir. Good luck. Y'all got 30 seconds. 30 seconds left. Good luck to all in the drama and for show. 20 seconds. I saw Cindy's comment, hey, WTF, and I was like, what? And I looked up wartime fishing. Have you came up with a shirt design for that wartime? All right, guys, we're at $450. I'm gonna check Zelle one more time just to make sure I got everybody in there. Let's see. All right. That wire used for sharks. 10 for Cindy for store credit. All right, I got you, wartime. All right, got it. Yes, sir. Yep. Jack, indeed. Oh, that is a good one right there. All right. So that extends it 1 more minute because WTF just sniped in for Skipjack Cindy right there. Oh, yeah. So that puts it at $460 for tonight's fire drawing, which is in-store credit. Awesome. There we go. All right, guys. I'll give y'all one more minute. One more minute. And we're at $460. And we're going to have to shuffle 19 times. So till then, start lighting it up. Say spin, spin, spin. Some thumbs up, some hearts, some whatever it is, some shout outs. Let's get her done. What Arsalan Brahim, what wire you use for sharks? I use coated cable, anywhere from 135, 250, 400, or 600. I don't like going over 600 because it ends up um, with the chance of the tiger sharks eating through it. So I have lost plenty of sharks with bigger and heavier cables, so I will not use any of that stuff. 600 is the heaviest I'll go. Here we go, here we go. Last call. I'm going to start shuffling. Got 19 shuffles to go at $460 for tonight's fire drawing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Good luck, everybody. Good luck, good luck. Here we go. Wow. Mm. Daniel Garcia. What? $460 minus the 20% is 2, because 92, 60 is $368 of in-store credit. All right, guys, there you go. 460 minus the 20%. So we're at 368. This is for Daniel Garcia. Right on, right on. So now I got to move that 92 up to the other. Sorry, I didn't mean to mute, but what I was saying is I have those 3 notepads right there. I want to say there's a 4th one, but it's in my organized mess. It's getting smaller every day. I'm putting in a lot of work to get it done, but I will be figuring out the credits for everybody, so that way by Friday we can start anew right there and stuff like that. So again, guys, like I said, I didn't want to cut it short, but you know the kids are by themselves, so I'm gonna call it early night, and we will talk to y'all tomorrow. I've got a lot more info coming, but this will also give me a time to get home, do some editing. You know, my daughter likes to help me with that too, so it'll work out, guys. All right, congratulations, Daniel Garcia, on another win, and we will talk to y'all later, guys. Y'all have a good one.